All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's another one, the lunchtime. I'd call it the lunchtime trading room. TD Markets Academy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone is doing well, yeah? All right, let me just make sure I'm sorted on my side. Just 1 second. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, I think we can start. Everything is live. Let me just look at the chat. Let's see who is here. We've got Tanya, Jules, Particles. If you're joining us for the first time, this is what we do every single day, Mondays to Fridays. All right, trading room. And yeah, make sure that you are subscribed. So let's get right into it, guys. All the links are on the chat. All right, every link you need is on the chat. TD Markets Academy, TD Markets Exchange, TD Markets. The contact details are on the chat. Yeah, the contact details are on the chat. I think, let me just see here. Okay, there's no legs. Okay, I think we sorted. All right, guys, let's get right into it. We've got Gyauboka, Sakile. Let's get right into it. All right, I'm going to share my screen. And where are we? Whoa. Aha, there we go. All right, so we still have the same setups. Nothing has changed. We are still on the same setups. All right. Just to go over what we have been looking at. Let me see what's happening here. Great stuff. Yeah, all right, so let's go through it. So we're gonna go through what we spoke about in the morning. We're gonna go over what we spoke about in the morning. All right, we went over the dollar, we went over the commodities, the yen pairs. So let's see what's happening now. The USD Swiss. Let's see. Where is USD Swiss? Yeah, that's where the market is now. That's where the market is now. So I'd be looking for a setup anywhere around the zone or here, right? So it's like this. I'd be looking for a setup there or there. So if it bounces here, then you're gonna get a higher low, and then you're gonna go up. You're gonna get a higher low, then you're gonna go up. Yeah. So looking for my setup here. Well, it is a setup, but looking for my entry point. All right. So yeah, so just go ahead and look for your setups there. Still waiting for my entry point. Still waiting for my entry point. Yeah, so I'll be looking for my entry point around the zone. If it breaks and then it goes down to this area, I'll still be looking for my entry point. All right, so it's either we're gonna go up here or from here. You see how it is? So just look for your setups, guys, right? Obviously, we trade different entry techniques, entry criteria. So you find yourself an entry criteria that you use regularly, then yeah, I think you should be good. You should be good. You should be good. You should be good. All right. So standing by on this one. Definitely standing by on this one. It seems like there's a bit of a lag, guys, on my side. I'm not sure what the challenge is, but let me just do this. Give me 1 second. Let me just do this. Seems like there's a bit of a lag. I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's coming from, but let me look at your chats. Peter, good afternoon. You are holding a buy on US30. Okay. US30, looking for a buy. US30 has gone up, so I haven't gotten my entries yet, but the analysis is spot on. So I'm still looking for a buy. Right, still looking for a buy. Nasdaq also looking for a buy. So look at what Nasdaq has done. It has broken out. It has broken out. We have shifted the internal structure, so we broke out. So yeah, I'll be looking for my setups. As long as we've broken above, I'll be looking for my setups. US30 has also gone towards the upside. So looking for my entry here. Looking for my entry. Let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, I am gonna find an entry. That definitely I am gonna find an entry. So it has not presented itself as yet. But if you're holding a position, just manage your trade, right? Manage, you should be good. So we're looking for a setup and the entry. All right. Good afternoon. It's your first time. Welcome to the TD Markets trading room. It's your first time. Welcome to the TD Markets trading room. All right. You are at the right place. Definitely, you are at the right place. You are at the right place. Just 1 second, guys. There's a slight issue here. I'm not sure what's happening. Just 1 second. Oh, snap. Snap. Okay. Okay. Oops. Sort it out. Sort it out. All right. I think let's continue. Yeah, there was just a slight issue. Let's continue. Yeah. So as I was saying, John, I believe it's John. John, welcome to the session. Welcome to the session. Okay, so I won't see your guys' chats. Okay, cool. So US 30, US 30 looking for upside. Still looking for my buys on US 30, right? Nasdaq as well, still looking for my buys on it. All right, so let's go over what we spoke about this morning. Gold and silver. So this is what has happened. All right, this is what has happened. So those candles have closed. Let's go back. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, we have those candles there, right? Let me start with gold. All right, so here's our lower high. Right? So now the current 4-hour candle is inside this, right? So I'm going to show you guys another possibility here. So as it is right now, we are looking for one more push down, right? Just a short-term push just towards the downside. So as it is now, if you go to the 1 hour or even the M15 time frame, I'm gonna remove this. All right. Now, this is the 4-hour. I'm gonna go back to the 1 hour 15 minutes. There's something that I've noticed, which is another possibility. We have this high. We've got this high. This is the high of the 4-hour candle. The high of the 4-hour candle. So I'm gonna draw a line there. Right. Great stuff. So if you look at this on the M15, right, another possibility is that the market could come back to tap this high again before it goes down, right? That's another possibility that I've seen here. So we could do this, go up, tap this high. We could even get a break of this high before this happens. Because it seems like it's creating a corrective pattern now. The 15 minutes corrective pattern. It seems like it's creating this corrective pattern, which is on the M15 and the 1 hour, right? So now, which means if we go back to the 4 hour, this is how it's looking, right? So the next few candles, if they go back to this high here, the next few candles, we're gonna need a spike of this high. So on the M15, it's gonna look like this, where these candles are gonna be pushing up on the M15, and then that spike on the 4 hour would seem like the M15 is broken towards the upside, but it's just the spike. So the 4 hour, right? Price can still drop. It can still drop, right? Because we already have that high. But there's a possibility we can tap this high again one more time. So yeah, so that will be the update there on gold. All right. Silver, we might also get the same thing. All right. So what we see here is this is a complete correction. This one from this high, this move here is a complete correction there, right? But it can still get a little bit deeper or bigger, where price could come back to this high, give us a new high, or even slightly break this high, before it goes down, right? So this would either go down from where it is, because we already have that high. If it gives us the second high, then it's likely gonna go down where it is there. All right. So that's how it's looking now. That's how it's looking. All right. So let's see what's going to happen. So this is where you see now, whenever you get these two possibilities, this is where you need to manage your risk and your position. Right? So what I would do, well, let me give you guys just an example. So we've got these two possibilities, right? So if I execute a position, right, on this first possibility, because of the second possibility there we have, this position will not have a lot of risk in it. It won't have a lot of risk in it, right? And then if price drops, then good, I've got myself a trade. But if price goes up one more time while I've got my position, which is low risk, and then I get another entry there, this second entry is going to have the risk I would normally use. So basically, when you have these two possibilities, this is what I would do. All right, that's what I would do. So this one would have the normal risk I would use, this one small risk. And then if price goes down, then I've got two positions in profit, right? But in a situation where you have one possibility, you've got one possibility, then it would be the risk I would use. All right. So yeah. So that's what I would do. Yeah. Cool. So this how the commodities are looking. The indices, we went over the indices. All right. We went over the indices. And then the yen, let's go over the yen. So the yen is still the same, guys. Still the same. Nothing has changed. All right. Euro yen is still bullish. You're simply gonna wait for your setup. Pound yen, I'm just gonna leave out pound yen for now. I'm going to leave it out for now unless it gives us a correction, right? So what for me to buy pound yen, I'm looking for a correction first before I get that, right? So euro yen still the same, CAD yen still the same, still correcting. They are still correcting. All right. And then we've got, dollar yen also still the same. Nothing has moved, right? The setup is still there. So you're just going to look for your entries. NZD JPY, the same thing. Swiss yen, also the same thing. So when it comes to the yen pairs, guys, still the same, right? Still the same. You're just going to go ahead and look for your entry points there, your setups entry points. Wait, let me see. I'm trading USD Swiss, but keep entering too early or late. How do you confirm your entries before taking a trade? Sakile, that's something I can't say in this session. Right? We have our TD Markets education. We've got our TD Markets education, right? So that's where we would show you everything, right? Would show you everything. So in terms of what I use to confirm an entry, yeah, I think attend the TD Markets Academy. All right, the link is on the chat. I can't give out the info there. It's just exclusive, to the TD Markets Academy clients. Yeah. But what I can say is, so if you keep entering too early or too late, that means you have not mastered your entry technique, right? Your entry technique could be working, but you have not mastered it. So what do you need to do there? You need to go back to your entries, your trades. Go back to your trades, right, that you took, your historical trades, and look at where you would normally enter the trade, right? It doesn't matter whether it was late or early. Look at where you normally enter the trade. And then I want you to carefully observe what the market usually does after you've entered your trade. So say, for instance, you go back to the past 20 trades you took, right? 20 trades you took. Go to the ones where you feel like you entered early, right? You entered early or late. Go to them. And then I want you to observe on all of them. I want you to observe what the market usually does consistently upon you enter your trade. And then that's how you're going to be able to modify your entries. You might find that there's something that consistently happens after you've taken the trade. So adjust your entries to whatever is happening. So now your entries might be slightly lower to where you would usually enter. So meaning the next time you wait for a trade, right, you would first, because you've observed what the market has done, you would first wait for whatever that is that has happened. You would first wait for it, and then you would take your trade after that. All right. So then that is going to form part of your trade confirmations, right? Trade confirmations. So you could be sitting with a really good entry technique where you are right now, right? So you need to learn to make it work now. It seems like it needs a bit of modification, right? It seems like it needs a bit of modification. So this is where you would start. Go back to your trades, observe what happens generally after you've taken the trade, and use that to your advantage, right? So you always use the market movements to your advantage, right? Nothing is new under the sun. In trading, nothing is new. That I can tell you. You might have these new terms traders use now, right? Like for instance, if you look at these new it's not a new concept. It has been there for a very long time. You look at like liquidity pools, liquidity sweeps. the OB, order blocks. Those might be new terms, but they are not new concepts. They've been there for a very long time. All right. So to me, it doesn't matter, right, what these names are. For instance, you see this right here. This is a liquidity sweep here. It's a liquidity sweep, right? But I knew the term liquidity sweep recently, but I've been using this for a long time, right? I would call it the market going down one more time. I think most of you guys here, you've heard me saying the market going down one more time. I made an example with Nasdaq when I said Nasdaq can come back down one more time and then go up, right? It might break this low slightly and then go up. This is a concept I've been using for years, but the new term that it was given now is liquidity sweep. But I've not been using the term liquidity sweep, but the concept has been there for a very long time. Supply and demand. Supply and demand, the new term now is order block, but it has been there. It has been there, right? So there's nothing new, guys. There's nothing new in the markets, right? Nothing new in the market. So going back to my point, so Sakila, you could be sitting with a very good entry criteria. Don't worry about the names. Don't worry about, you could be sitting. So just use the market to your advantage, all right? Go back, observe what the market generally does, and use that as part of your trade confirmation. And then start implementing it. You will start noticing a change and improvement in your entries, right? Start doing that. That's where, if I was you, that's where I would start. Yeah. Hi Tian, on Euro JPY M15, I noticed we broke the previous high around and formed and retest. Is it a possible area for buys? I don't know. Let's see. My question to you, King, would be, you see the way you've explained everything and the setup. Is that normally how you would take the trade? Right? Is that normally how you would take the trade? If it's normally how you would take the trade, then take it. Right? But if it's not how you would take the trade, then the problem starts there, basically. All right. That would be my next question. Let me see. You mentioned 1.185844. 185.84. Okay, we broke that structure. Okay. 185.942. 774. Okay, 774, which is here. Look, okay, so you're talking about this zone here. 774, somewhere here. Okay, let me go back. So is that a possible area for buys? Let's see. So you see how it's broken back below, right? Wait for it to break back above it. Wait for it to break back above it. There. Yeah. So wait for it to break back above it, and then you can then look for your trades. Yeah. So right now we can see that it broke that area quite aggressively, right? It broke it quite aggressively. So if it's still aggressive like this and then it continues, then it might still drop a little bit, right? Must have dropped a lot. But if it was small candles, then I think that zone would have stopped price. So this is the 1 hour candle. So what I would do here is I would wait for this candle to close, and then I would wait for the next candle. So my idea with this setup would be, if this candle closes like this, I would want the next candles that are going to form, I would want to see spikes on those candles, right? I would want to see spikes on those candles, meaning wicks on those candles. So I want them to tell me that they are rejecting this area, rejecting this area. And then, and then from there, any momentum towards the upside, then I will start to look for the trade. So at the moment, it broke down aggressively. So it would be a situation where you wait a little bit now, right? The M15 would wait a little bit, right? It can still go up because the structure is bullish. They can still go up. So just wait for price to find a higher low, reject this area, find a higher low, right? And then once it starts to go up, then you can start to look for your trade there. Something like that, that is the idea. That is the idea there. That is the idea. That is the idea. So, yeah. So let's see what's going to happen there. See what's going to happen there, right? So wait for this, for the rejection here. All right. Cool stuff. Cool. So let's see. Okay, so the yen pairs are just like that, yeah? The yen pairs are just like that. Nothing has changed on the yen pairs. All right, so it's just about looking for a trading opportunity there, waiting for your setups. All right. I want to look at Euro USD before I forget. GBP USD, Euro USD, we have been keeping eyes on them. So starting with Euro USD, this is what has been happening now, or this is what happened. Let me just do this. All right. Yeah. All right. So you look at the 4 hour, right? You look at the 4 hour, we are getting some bounces here, right? We're getting some bounces here. So nothing has changed on this one. All right. We are set for one more push towards the downside. There's one more push towards the downside. Right. So I'm going to go back to the 1 hour. So we have this high here. Right. Price can still come back to tap this high again one more time. Right. You see how we have this 1 hour week, and then you see price going down. So price can still come back to tap this zone again one more time before it drops. So what does it mean? It means if I were to execute the trade, my stop loss would definitely be above this, right? My stop loss would be above this, not below this, but just above this, in case it tries to go back again one more time before it drops down, right? So that is what we see with Euro USD. The GBP USD is a bit slow at the moment. So this is still well, let me go back to the 4 hour. This is what's happening now, all right? So this one, a break of this area would be good. A break of that area would be good. Whether you're gonna take it as a breakout or the retest of that zone, that would be good. Anywhere above this, price can do anything, right? Above the zone, price can still do anything, but a break is either going to be a breakout or the retest for one more push down. So GBP USD is a little bit slow, but we're watching out for this one more push, right? Even if it goes back to this high again one more time, still looking for this. All right. But if it breaks from here, then you're gonna get that push down. So Euro USD and GBP USD, that's how they are looking at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, everything's still the same. All right, I don't think there is anything that's different. You've got your Nasdaq, USD Swiss, US 30, the yen pairs. Yeah, we're still on the right track. I'm gonna go back to GBP AUD, guys. Now GBP AUD, we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, and we have been observing this move down. We've been observing this move down, all right, and price has gone down. So now I've just been watching it again yesterday, I think, and now what I see here is the direction is still the same, right? Still anticipating price to go down from where it is, still looking for price to go down. So right now I've got this zone drawn here. This zone comes from the 50 of the Fibonacci, the 50 day, right? So still anticipating one more push down. I'm looking for a short also on this one more push down back to the zone. That is the 50 and the 61.8. That is the 50 and 61.8. So yeah, so GBP AUD, we're still in line with our direction. One more push down, boom, right? If it changes, then we'll talk about the changes. But as it is now, still, looking for one more push down. It's looking for one more push down. Yeah, so waiting for a lower high now. Waiting for a lower high. I'm on the daily time frame. I'm observing these daily candles. Like for instance, this week, I'm observing how the weeks are around this area. So if this closes like a week, if this closes with a week like this, right? So we would get a high there. If the next candle closes with a week lower than these weeks, I'm gonna get a lower high there. So what I'm doing right now, I'm observing the weeks. So I want this candle to close like this, right? And then the next candle, I want a week lower than this one, lower than the second week. It might be lower than the first one, but lower than these weeks there. Then, which means on the lower time frame, then I would get a setup. All right. Ultimately, we're going to break out of this. Ultimately. So that is what I'm observing. I'm waiting for now. On the 1 hour, it looks like this. Looking for a continuation down. Yeah, looking for a continuation down. So this is gonna be a nice move. One more towards the downside. One more push down. Yeah, so this is still on the watch list. Still maybe on the side. But overall, I'm watching out for this big move down. But first, we need to break this area. Yeah, we need to break this area first. And then we'll take it one piece at a time. All right. Just following this direction. All right. All right. Yeah, so let's see this week what's going to happen with GBP AUD. All right. But yeah, the setups we have are still there. Still there. All right. Setups we have are still there. All right. Something is starting to happen. Where is it? USD CAD. Yeah, I don't wanna look at a lot of charts at once. What we have at the moment, I think it's enough. All right, for the day, maybe for the whole week, but if anything changes, we'll talk about it. So what we have, I think, is enough. So it's either gold is gonna do this and then this one more time, or it's just gonna try and drop from where it is. So let's see if we're gonna get this possibility. I think the risk and reward, I like setups like this one, patterns like this, right? Most of you guys, I think you understand how I look at the charts. I like patterns like this, so I can catch the trade here, so I can have a good risk and reward on this. Risk to reward. Yeah. So gold is still developing, right? Just a bit of time. A bit of time is needed here. Silver also, yeah. Gold is developing. So this is what I would want on gold. This move down. All right. So guys, so what we have so far, I think is good. What we have, the setups we have, I think they're good. I think they're decent, right? I think they're decent. It's just a Tuesday. So yeah, we're standing by definitely. We are definitely standing by. All right. Cool stuff. Let's see. Observe you using top-down analysis. Yeah, I use top-down analysis. Right, I look at the weekly, the dailies, then I drop down. So my direction and bias, I get it from the daily time frame, right? Whatever the daily structure is, I follow that daily structure. Whatever it is, I follow it, right? And sometimes I would switch to the weekly just to look at the structure as well. But my bias comes from the daily structure. And then I know my job is just to follow that structure. Whatever I do on the 4 hour, 1 hour, it must be in align. It must be aligned to the daily structure. So yeah, so I use that template. I use that way of analyzing, right? You can still do the same thing even if you use the 4 hour for your direction. So using the 4 hour for your bias and dropping down to the 1 hour M15. Whatever you would do there, it would be in line with the 4 hour structure. It's just the same thing, right? You can use different time frames, but just the same thing, right? For me, I want to see the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour moving in one direction. I tend to use the 8 hour as well, right? I've got the 8 hour time frame. I also look at the 8 hour time frame. So for me, the 8 hour time frame, how I look at it, for me, it is a smoother version of the daily, if that makes sense. So whatever the daily shows me, I would look at the 8 hour, as well. But the 8 hour would be kind of like the smoother version of the daily. So whatever price action I see there, it won't be much of a difference to the daily one, but for me, it's going to be a little bit smoother than the daily. So I would notice certain things there, whereas they are hidden on the daily. But the idea is I want the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily even the 8 hour, but automatically it will move in the same direction. I want the 1 hour, 4 hour daily to move in the same direction. To move in the same direction, meaning the structure must be in the same direction. So if the daily, if I'm waiting for a higher low on the daily time frame, right, I'm anticipating we're going to get a higher low here on the daily time frame, right? And then let's say the daily time frame is starting to push up. It's starting to push up here. So I'm going to take all of this and go to the 4 hour, H4 and H1, right? H4 and H1. And all I'm looking for here, it's one thing. I want the structure on both time frames to be bullish. What does this mean? It simply means I'm going to take this 8 hour, this higher low on the daily, and then on these lower time frames, I'm looking for a situation where we've got the break of structure. So let's say this is the higher low, right, of the daily. So on these time frames, I'm looking for a situation where the market starts to break structure to the upside. Structure to the upside. Like this. Boom. Right? So that is when they start to align now. So I wouldn't necessarily look for an entry right there, right? Not necessarily. I would want these time frames to start aligning now, which means I would want something like this, right? And the more the daily would go up, guess what? We're gonna see the lower time frames doing this. So the more it breaks structure, the more it confirms to you that the momentum is bullish. This is what I would call alignment now. Alignment. That's it. And once things have aligned together, then the entry is going to be very simple. You can even use a very basic entry technique. You see now, when you start learning how to trade and then you do your research, you're first gonna come across the most basic things, right? Which a lot of people tend to overlook, the most basic things. What I'm showing you here is the most basic thing, right? So what I'm trying to say is, once your direction is spot on, right? Then in terms of the entry, you can use the most basic things you've learned on the entry. You've even learned on baby pips. You guys remember baby pips? You can use basic things you've learned on baby pips. Trust me, what's important is the direction. That's it. The direction. All right. So yeah, so just a bit of a nugget there for you guys. But yeah, everything remains the same, guys. All right. Our setups remain the same. Good luck with your entries. Journal everything down. Don't forget to journal. Have your trading journal. Make use of your trading journal. If you're struggling with entries, you enter a little bit early or late, just like my brother there, Sakile. I've given you the technique to sort that out. Yeah. So try it. If you have more questions, you can ask your questions. Yeah. On my side this afternoon, that's it. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys again later on. Yeah. Have a good lunch and we'll meet again later on. Cheers, guys.